It's game time, we ain't playing with you. It's game time, it's game time, we ain't playing with you. That's how we ball for y'all.
What up, what up, what up, what up? You are rocking with Doo Wop. Thanks for joining for episode 86. Round of applause. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good and looking good, feeling good, and there's that. So yeah, I dropped some new music. I said I was working on some new music. Finally dropped some new music. So we get a chance to check out that song. It's called Born to Fail, man. Everybody go through life sometimes you come from the bottom really, you don't feel like you don't got the right equal opportunity. So, you feel like, you just born right out birth just to fail, because a lot of hurdles and obstacles getting put in your way when you're in the wrong community, in the wrong environment, things like that. Definitely, if you could relate to that song, it's called "Born to Fail." Definitely check out the video. It's on YouTube. I got to shoot that in Puerto Rico, so shout out to our Puerto Rican people. Was shot in that nice basic display where they have uh in like the castle type of monument thing. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun doing that. I just felt like it was just a nice, cool place to use. So, shout out to all that stuff. But yeah, definitely check out that music. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, do all that good stuff. But further ado, let's jump into some topics, man. What we got going? What we got going on? So looks like shutdown's over. The shutdown is finally over. It was the longest in history. I kind of called it. I called it early. I was like, yeah, watch it be that, and it was that. Unfortunately. But it looks like now people are gonna start getting their, stabbed at benefits. But still no agreement on that healthcare situation. They still want to get rid of that Obamacare. They said that's really useless. They keep talking about, it's morally for the immigrants. I don't know, but he Trump did address that and he put that in order. So, but he had a little speech before he signed it. He had a little speech um, going at the Democrats. He going at the Democrats. I don't see how they blame everything on the Democrats when I feel like the big bill that they had. It's not really benefiting the other half. But hey, like they said, Trump's in charge. We have to deal with all what he wants to he want to go through. But this is what he had to say. This is what he had to say once he signed that the bill in for the to do the shutdown. Mhm.
A clear message that we will never give in to extortion, because that's what it was. They tried to extort, the Democrats tried to extort our country. There's never been a time when one or the other party ever didn't sign a continuation. It's just a continuation, not a big deal. It's a continuation, and we'll talk later. Yet the extremists in the other party insisted on creating the longest government shutdown in American history, and they did it purely for political reasons. So with my signature, the federal government will now resume normal operations, and my administration and our partners in Congress will continue our work to lower the cost of living, restore public safety, grow our economy, and make America affordable again for all Americans. Again, so much money is involved, and we're willing to pay so much money to the people. So we're going to pay a lot of money to the people. They're going to go out and buy their own health care, and we're going to forget this Obamacare madness. We went through this short-term disaster with the Democrats because they thought it would be good politically, and it's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you very much.
All the stuff he says, it sounds good. It all sounds good, but I feel like he has a battle and hill that he doesn't even think about climbing. Because to say that you're gonna make everything affordable again, how? To make everything affordable again, you got to make companies pay workers more. And how you gonna make people do that? That's gonna be like the main thing, or bring everything down. when it comes to cost of living, when it comes to food, everything that you need in this country to basically sustain living. How are you going to bring everything down? So this bill has to prove this. You know, his new philosophy of the way he's thinking, no, that's going to have to work is you're going to have to just do more than talk. You know, because everybody keeps talking, and then it's not like we didn't hear this before. We're going to make it more affordable. We're going to make this and then the tax go up, and then this goes up, and that goes up. You know, so hey, it's not going to happen over one day, but let's see. So the new thing that people was talking about, I think Trump's back at it again. He's trying to give the American people money, so that, you know, now they have to thinking about the $2,000. They're saying that I think they said people who are make under or classify as 100,000 that they're all going to be eligible to get that $2,000 check because of the tariff taxes. So that might be, you know, I feel like that might be them trying to win back the people a little bit or put money into the pockets of the people at the end of the day. But man, you know, 2,000 ain't never enough, you know. But that I guess that's a start, you know, as a start where, you know, people will definitely start doing something and benefit from there. We'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out. See how that works out. But I've been keeping up with the update of the Three Eye Atlas. You know, I talked about the Three Eye Atlas. Is it the mother? Is it the mothership? You know, is it the mothership of the different species that we are never seen? And still, I'm disappointed in NASA, man, because NASA, you know, they try to blame it because of the government was shut down, and now that the government is open, they still have not released any footage that really shows what is going on up there. You know, there's a lot of speculations about what is actually occurring. You know, it talked about how now it look like, you know, they think it's a comet. They was calling it a comet, but now it changed colors, which a comet never did ever in history. So now they're back to the drawing board, like, what making it change colors? Why is it changing blue? And then blue could be like more flame. But it was supposed to be orbiting the sun, and then it had some type of it shot some type of flame out of the into the sun. That all this stuff they keep talking about is not a comet. That don't really seem as a comet. You know, they definitely gotta. I know they don't want to just go out flat and say it's aliens, but it's definitely not someone. You know, they say it was controlling itself because they said if it moves this way, you know. But this, I think it's impressive just with the material it abhors and covers. You know that it can sustain the sun. You know, the sun is hot as the hottest thing in the world. So why is that not melting the object? You know, why is that? Said it's like some force field, maybe what freezes it. So the technology on that thing is they saying is like billions away from been on this planet for billions of years. You know, so this so-called object in the sky that's still the size of Manhattan, they keep calling it's still puzzling that has NASA has not shot no footage of this big thing. They're not saying nothing to the public. It's just trying to just avoid it. But they said it's still orbiting, you know, orbit Mars. So they said certain times of the day you can actually probably see it if you have a telescope. Hey, but you know, people talking about it still because it's something to keep paying attention to. So, but they newly talked about it.
I've got some awesome news for all the sky watchers out there. After weeks behind the sun, 3i Atlas is finally visible again from Earth if you have a telescope. So check this out. According to IFL Science, they're reporting that it's appearing in the early morning sky near Venus and Spica, which is the bright star in Virgo. So you can catch it best at dawn right now. But it's not just back, it is changing. So as it hit perihelion in October on the 29th, data from NASA's Stereo, SOHO, and GOES 19 showed that it brightened very quickly and it shifted towards a higher energy blue wavelength. It's probably venting fresh ice and gas, exposing material older than our solar system itself, which is fascinating. Telescopes like Gemini North and Noir Lab have captured jets of material bursting from the surface, one shooting straight towards the sun. So its coma and its tail have also grown larger than many people expected. So it's proof that this object is bursting with activity right now. Meanwhile, NASA's been almost silent about it all. Even the agency's head found time to comment on a celebrity's moon post yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, hey, man. I just want NASA. You know what's going on up there. You have the technology. You have the vision to see what. Why you don't want to let us know what is going on? Just put ourselves at ease because Elon and Joe Rogan, they was talking about it. Elon's still in denial. He's like, yo, if there's any alien, Joe Rogan, I'll be the first one to tell you on there. The reason I don't know, Elon, I don't believe you on that, but I know you've been up there and you ain't seen nothing. But hey, you just never know, because you didn't see that coming, did you? Did you see that coming? But it, it, it's just interesting that these people who study it and scientists, they see these things and they study the world, study space. They don't know what the hell this is. They never seen this thing. And then the dangers of it, they said it's very heavy. So they said if it if it does hit Earth, which I highly doubt that's the reason of what's going on. But they said it can destroy, it can make a huge damage. It can definitely be a huge damage and problem that just drops out of the sky. But hey, NASA, we definitely need some answers. Need some answers. So let's all pay attention to that. All pay attention. See what's going on with that. Anywho, looks like they announced the Grammy nominations. People who have some whispers and talks like, and in the the category that everybody likes to think about in the culture. The hip hop, the R&B. Then they always got the topic about Kendrick Lamar because he racked up last year and he's back in the nominations talk. So let's take a little look to see who it's going to be. Mm, we got some. All right, so best rap album. You have the clips. So that Gorilla, okay. JID, okay. And then Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator. So that would be the rap category. I mean, looking at that category, and in my opinion, I think probably the Clips should probably get it. He put a good solid project together if he's looking as rap. Um, but you never know. Gorilla did have a good run. She definitely did had a good run, and it's still the talk of Kendrick Lamar. You know, I mean, I don't. I mean, just as in watching it, I think the Clips might get it if they're looking at body of work and the way they trying to categorize it. So we'll see. But everybody's gonna be ready to watch that on February the 1st and see who actually takes that. Now let's get into some R&B. See some R&B. So best R&B album. Yeah, I think the best R&B album. I mean, Coco Jones has been doing her thing. You know, David Tyler, Tiana Taylor. And then you have Leon Thomas. Leon Thomas definitely has been very the talk of the town. And that's that song "Mud." That's very catchy and it's been very Grammy Award winning. I guess So that'd be interesting. I'm gonna see. I don't know. Who can I? I mean, I don't know. Like, I know Coco Jones is definitely good, but I mean, I think Leon Thomas had a good album. The best R&B album. You know what? Let's go with Leon. Let's see Leon. Leon and Coco. I think those two that is the runner up for those. That. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they say. But the people had a little controversy talking about, and does Kendrick Lamar should he win? Why is he still even mentioned? Yeah, if he had a good album and it's still running, people still listen to. It. Uh, I don't know, but somehow it made it some way in there. But it's very interesting. So if anybody, got their opinion, they just keep leaving a comment, and anybody can talk about it. But everybody's gonna be paying attention to the Grammys, see who will win in those categories. Yeah, I got to take a look at the Eddie Murphy documentary on Netflix. You know, just thinking about like, as in like looking at like a real first black actor that like stuck out and has made his mark. It's definitely got to be Eddie Murphy, and probably in my time, probably other times probably Richard Pryor, but Eddie Murphy just he came in with a different energy. He came in with that young energy, and that's a part of his documentary. I think they started acting right out of high school. So to have that type of energy to come into the game and just the fearless mentality, the fearless, just ready to just be a star and just and shine when it comes to comedy and bringing something different that nobody ever seen. Eddie was just saying like, yeah, like even all the OGs that acted wanted to be around him, like they knew he was something special. Wanted to sit down and just talk to him once he came out with that movie. He said, but the 91210 that definitely with the cops that was that. Um, yeah, for him to then do like even the Golden Child. I like the Golden Child. That was another one I like. Then a Nutty Professor. That was another different. And then he did to the kids and did, with the Doctor Doolittle. And then he just branched out after fame, doing all the phenomenal things when it came to acting. Also his improv on Saturday Night Live. That was definitely a standout when he was young. Um, but then when he advanced out to just do Shrek, being a donkey, like that just even opened up another door for him. So, I don't think Eddie Murphy is done, Like they said, if he did like a sketch when he get older, that's kind of like Fred Sanford, he was like great when he was older, so I don't think Eddie Murphy's done. He definitely can put something together that the world would pay attention to, especially and the cartoon with the PJs. That when I was younger, that was crazy. That was hilarious. That hit home. That hit home. But I ain't watching that there, man, when I was a kid. But for Eddie Murphy just to branch out and do other things, and even when he had the opportunity to let other people put on, from Chris Rock, um, to City Hall, then even Martin, like, and then when he did Boomerang, that was another side of movies where there wasn't a lot of black actors, and to have those type of all of them did great, Holly Berry, you know, all of like everybody in there was became their own star, in that movie, but he was part of it. He was part of just trying to put everybody on. So he opened the floodgates to everybody to come next. And then and somebody needed to do it, and he was definitely the chosen one to do it. Definitely the chosen one. So that was a good documentary just to go down memory lane to see all his accomplishments, see the things that he did, why he was so special in the game. So I definitely check that out. But play the trailer to that.
Types of things.
Good morning, my neighbors!
Coming to America.
You had that appointment with destiny.
He changed the way we view comedy.
Who took all the money? Shrek. Shrek.
God damn, this your place? I started so young. Eddie was right out of high school, but he was just fearless.
My stuff took off because they'd never seen a young black person take charge.
Oh, the new sheriff in town.
He had the #1 movie, comedy special, and pop song.
It was unprecedented.
He's like a miracle.
From stand-up comic to big screen sex symbol. That's what they said. I didn't say it.
Hanging out with Rick
He went
James.
from being the raw guy
Yo.
to the family guy.
You ate my slice.
Party all the time. So he got snowed in.
Great house to haunt. Like 100 years from now, I'm gonna be around this motherfucker. I heard him doing that laugh upstairs. Eddie never stops creating. I want to show them that I'm not like anybody in this town. I'm everybody in the scene and everything in between.
He amplified black talent.
He changed the world. Not just American culture, he changed the world.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
One of the greatest ever.
It's all about my children. Pursue peace of mind. If you get that,
Definitely
then
get.
you
He's
got it
definitely
all.
an icon. He's not gonna be another Eddie Murphy for a
The
while.
best show on television is ridiculousness.
I love that he's sitting
Well, you know,
around
Kevin
watching
Hart is definitely in the
ridiculousness.
line.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so I checked out that document, and he started playing with the puppets. That joint was funny. So I don't know if he's really thinking about doing that, how he's gonna really launch that, because he had the Richard Pryor, he had, he had Bill Cosby, and he had Mooney in there. Yo,
Put that pill in the chocolate. Now, see, how you gonna ask me that I put the pill in the chocolate when you know that I put the pill in the chocolate? Hey, man, y'all went all out. God damn, this your place? I be damn. I put the pill in my motherfucking mouth. Motherfuck the chocolate. Yeah. And it's Paul Mooney, homie. You got Paul Mooney, Richard Pryor, and Bill Cosby. This nigga has lost his mind. That's what Mooney would say. In the documentary, he broke out 3 nigga puppets, homie. Nigga, I spun around in my grave, homie.
So Eddie Murphy's not done, but this is great to look memory lane, pay respects, and show why he's an icon. So I'll definitely check out that Netflix document when you get a chance. I talk a lot about AI and these things. I seen something where I talked about a while ago. I was like, people gonna use this virtual reality or AI just to try to like be their companionship. I don't know if it's true. I hope it's not true. Or he's playing around, but it's a Florida man revealed that in his virtual reality, he had a girlfriend. And the interesting part about it, he was cooking on the grill and asking her what she wants. She was responding, or she was like, "No, I don't even want. Why are you putting the lime on there like that? Like, how is she telling you not to put the lime on? She said put the lime on at the end. So he was having an argument in the virtual reality meta world. It's like she's actually responding to what you were doing. So you kind of just talking to yourself or talking through the virtual reality where she's saying, "No, I don't want no lime on. Why you putting lime? And nobody puts lime on the meat like that. They usually have it at the end." And he's arguing to her like, "No, he's like, no, I put the lime on it because I put the lime on it because it adds flavor. Everybody look at the box." And she's responding to him, so it's like they're having a conversation back and forth. If anybody walked by him, you would think this man is crazy, But now with this new world, like I said, with the AI chat, AI bots, and things like that, this might actually be real. It's crazy.
How's the meat? Carne asada. Num num nums.
What are you doing?
Putting lime on the meat.
You're just wasting limes. You're supposed to put the limes on your finished tacos.
I'm pretty sure I've seen El Pollo Loco commercials where they're using lime on the meat while it's on the grill.
Why would you squeeze limes on a hot grill? It just evaporates.
Okay, so it's just a myth, huh? It's Mexican folklore that you use lime on carne asada while it's on the grill? That's not a thing?
No, that's not a thing.
She's like, no, it's not.
They literally have lime on the packaging.
And is the meat on a grill?
It's not it is cooked already, but they're bad. Fine. I'm putting lime on my part of the meat, and yours won't have any lime. You'll just have blank carne asada.
I will add the lime to my finished tacos.
Well, fine. Do it however you want.
She said she's gonna add lime to her finished tacos.
Dude, I'm gonna watch baseball.
When is she gonna eat?
Hey.
When is she gonna eat this? I don't like who eating all this food? He gonna sit there, go inside. All I know, he's gonna have leftovers. He's gonna have leftovers for tomorrow because I don't know who he's cooking for. That's just extra. Cooking for your virtual reality girlfriend, crazy, crazy, and crazy. But I think it's gonna turn more people crazy. It's gonna turn more people crazy, man. But that's where we're headed to. So AI is not going away. People will find different ways of companionship to bring it into reality or not reality, and this is what these things are going to keep coming up. Call it crazy, but is that the future? Oh man! All right, let's get into some motivation. Let's get into some motivation. How I go? Motivation. I need a motivation. So this one says, repeat daily. I will remain focused on my goals, even if I have a moment of difficulty. I will never give up. I know success is coming. I know success comes with consistency. I know that I will make it. Things will get better. No problems or challenge will stop me. Everything I deserve is coming my way. So it has tied in a little bit of the new song, Born to Fail. I do, I have a chorus where it says never give up. I will never give up. So I can definitely relate. I'm sure everybody can relate to the things and obstacles that put in their way. It's very difficult, and nothing's gonna come handed to them. So therefore, you have to be consistency. You got to work hard, to definitely make these right choices and hope the right opportunities come your way. And definitely never give up on your goals. Keep focusing on your goals, everything that you want to accomplish, and just keep at it. I always say, something will eventually have to break or something has to come your way that should be satisfying enough in your goal that you wanted it to happen, and it just the universe finally rewards you. So I definitely got that. So let's close this out with the intro of the song "Born to Fail." Born to Fail.
There's no giving up. There's no giving up.
So definitely go check that out, man. Like I said, it's online everywhere. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about it. Yeah, and I'm still gonna be working on some more music. So definitely keep checking it out. And thanks for joining me on episode 86. Round of applause. And then another round of applause for you. So you know what it is, man. You've been rocking with Doo-Wop. Peace.
I love it. You guys are so great.